So today we're going to be talking about bamboo and how it grows over the years and its growth rate and stuff. So first we're going to be going over different years. So when you first plant your bamboo, this is a graph. Most of this is from Lewis Bamboo on the internet. It's a company that sells bamboo. They illustrated it really well on one of their websites, but here it is in a video. First year you plant it, first spring it'll start sending off a little shoot. You can see that there. Later spring it'll start towering over the old plant, getting quite a bit taller than it. Then in the first summer it'll start folding outwards and growing its foliage on it. Then after a whole year you'll have a lot more bamboo. It kind of grows exponentially for a little bit. You can see over here, this is cane production, so over the years. So about 3 years in, you could expect to see 10 new canes of bamboo being produced, but from then it just shoots off. And it typically takes 7 to 10 years until maturity, so around in this section is when it starts leveling off a little bit. It's still very, very high. Linearly, like the rate of change up here, still very high. It gets exponential and then kind of like goes linear, still high, but it does decrease off. And if this kept on going, that means it has a lot of space to grow, and that's definitely something you need to start controlling if you're growing bamboo that you plant. Which we'll go into detail about seeds, about what to do with getting bamboo to grow in your house and where to get it and stuff. So, awesome. This is a graph about the height of bamboo growing like these shoots, the new shoots. They will start off in the first couple of days until like 16 days. That's when they really start to take off up to their height, and then once they get to the initial height, it'll kind of like taper off like that. But first day, yeah, it'll go slow out of the ground. Then it'll just shoot. It'll go way up. And that's from, like I said in the previous video, when the cells start to stretch. There was a video right before this, how does bamboo grow so fast, if you want to go look at that. Yeah, so the cells will start to stretch. It'll use the nutrients from, this is very important to know, the reason why bamboo is able to grow so fast and reproduce like this is because it will use the nutrients from these other plants. So here's a trick. You can't just cut off a new shoot when it's in this form right there and expect that to grow in a pot, because it won't. It won't have enough nutrients and it'll probably die. So yeah, wait until summer at least to do propagation for them if you want to grow, like diversify them. But you can still do it in the summer, in the winter and stuff, just not during spring to new shoots. You can do it to other shoots, but yeah. When they're growing, when these new shoots are growing in, you have to be very gentle to them. That's very important to know because they're very breakable. Even like tapping on them a little bit could break them. Yeah, it takes about, for bamboo grove, it takes about 4 to 15 years for them to reach maximum height. Yeah, takes about 3 years to establish until it starts to actually, you can see that here a little bit, it goes, kind of goes a little softer, and then it shoots up to that normal rate of change where it'll be for the rest of its life. And it's like, yeah, 3 years is about how long it takes until it starts tapering up, right? First year is like establish. Yeah, a second year is more of where it starts to grow a little bit. Third year is it shoots. Yeah, uses other plants' energy. We've already been over that. Spring. Oh yeah, it takes 60 days until this one is at max height. So it'll happen every single year, even in 2 years of summer when it becomes spring and these things are trying to shoot off. it'll take 60 days for those things to reach their max height. Yeah, which isn't illustrated here, but it would go up until it reaches its height. And maybe if it's a smaller plant, it'll be a little shorter. But, yeah, after it grows up to that height, these things will never grow again. As I said up here, the new shoots, after they get the leaves on it, after they grow like the foliage, after they branch out, it never grows again. It's stuck to where it is. Which that's when you would want to propagate it. And we'll go over that later. We'll go over seeds in more other videos in this bamboo series, but this is very important if you want to know how to grow bamboo. Subscribe if you're trying to grow bamboo. Like if you're trying to grow bamboo, so more people can see this, they can get it out more to help other people like you. We have a lot more videos in the series about bamboo, so stay tuned to those. See ya.